Labor is proposing to send the NDIS bill, the most significant change to the National Disability Insurance Scheme in its history, the legislation that will enable $185 billion to be ripped out of the scheme over a decade, the largest cut made by a government to a government programme in the history of the Commonwealth. That's what this legislation will do, and they are seeking to send it to inquiry that will report by the 16th of June. That is ridiculous. Let me just be really clear about what that will mean for the people who will be affected by this legislation. It means that there will be 20 working days to review this piece of legislation. And let's be real, out of those 20 days, only 11 are non-parliamentary work days for this Senate. 11 to review this legislation. And now I hear that we may not even get a meeting of the committee to set out the agenda for this inquiry for another week, which would scrap another 3 days off the potential period of time that people would have to scrutinise this legislation, to understand what it may mean for them, to actually be able to share their view on the legislation that will shape their lives. This is outrageous. This is outrageous, and it is wrong. Fellow senators, this is wrong. These cuts are immoral. This is not what you were elected to do. To cause this harm, to cause this pain, to put these lives at risk, to leave the community in the dark without the answers that they need or the time to get those answers. Now, I would be happy if this bill went to an inquiry permanently and never passed this chamber. However, we put forward this amendment today as a compromise that would see the inquiry report in August, giving at least some sensible amount of time to engage disabled people, to enable proper hearings, to enable people to actually make submissions to the inquiry so that we can understand the legislation that we will then be asked to pass. This is a basic expectation of the community. This amendment is reasonable.